Hey y'all, Rochelle here, your delightful crafter. So this is running a little later than I had intended. I've been busy around the house and I almost wasn't going to do this. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you stick around a spell. If you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button. Ding the bell next door if you want to get notifications of future videos. Thumbs up, likes are always appreciated. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Basically what we're doing in this video is I had promised to demo the lantern die set that came in my Tonic Craft Kit, I believe number 25. And I was going to do fall, but I don't know where my fall papers are. And I'm not going to do like a full demo. As you can see, I already pre-cut everything. This particular die set, you can do either a 5-sided lantern, 4-sided, or 3-sided. We're going to do a 4, and I've already pre-cut all the sides. I've pre-cut some windows, and basically how I did it was I took this scallop die here, window die here, and this one here. I put them in and, you know, basically eyed the border and then washi taped it down so that I could have a matching frame around all the windows. I'm not going to actually use the shaker windows that came with this. I will show them simply because it only comes with 10 shaker windows, and I want to use those on like actual projects that I'm going to make and totally I guess bling out. This one is just like a demo sample. I've already pre-scored the sides. I have left one that needs to be done so that you can see how to do it. It also comes with other elements like flowers, leaves. I could actually change. I cut these out for embellishments. I could have used a different insert, and basically this was done by using this die here at the same time using a washi, this insert, and then using the washi to hold them together to create this die cut, but I used this one here. I hope I'm making sense. This is I'll be honest, this is a last minute video. I didn't organize it very well, so I'm just being upfront with you. If you want a thumbs down, that's fine. Just putting it out there. I promised to share this with my subbies and friends, and so that's what I'm doing, because I keep saying how much I love the Tonic Craft Kits and how much, and I still say they are worth every penny. You definitely get your money's worth out of them. And so yeah. And these kits, the only way to get these die sets is in these kits. Tonic does not sell them separately. They are only available through the kit, so just putting that out there. So let's finish this one. I started the scoring on this. I didn't use enough pressure on my Gemini, so the score lines are really faint. And to be honest, they're not wanting to score very well. So I'm going to use my Teflon bone folder. And then we have to get this bottom here. So there's that one. That one is done. And then we have to finish this. And the way this lantern goes together, the top, this score line here, you are going to score it out, fold it out, run your bone folder. This next score line, you're going to create a mountain. So basically here we did a valley, here we're doing a mountain. And when we start putting this together, you'll understand. Now, it looks like I'm using Scotch Quick Dry. I'm actually using my art glitter glue. I totally ruined my bottle. I had accidentally cut too much off the top, and my fine tip wouldn't fit. Yeah, here it is. I cut way too much off the top, so... this was an empty bottle I had, and I wasn't going to waste this because this is expensive glue. And, yeah, so I'm really frustrated with myself about that. So we're going to fold this tab in. This is going to be used to put the top together. And I'll be honest, I'm not very good at tutorials, so I hope that you understand everything I'm explaining here. This one here we are going to fold out like a valley. Hopefully those of you who are familiar with the mountain valley deal know what I'm talking about. If you're new to crafting, when you're scoring your when you're folding your score lines, when you are scoring out, you're creating your valley. When you're scoring in, you're creating your mountain, if that makes sense. Your valley, your mountain. So we're folding these in because these are going to be hidden inside the box once it is all put together. And we're going to go ahead, let me get the, I'm going to show you, I'm not actually going to do it. That's the wrong one. Hold on. Here we go. Okay, so this particular kit came with 10 shaker windows that you can put them on a few ways. You can either put them in like this, and then I created a scallop border, and you could then put a tea light on the inside, or you could put it on the outside here, and then on the inside back it with like a color paper and put shaker bits inside, and then cover it up again. I would have used a different window frame instead of this one because it shows the well, actually it won't show because we'll be taking this adhesive off. But again, I'm not going to use it. So when you run out of these, what I would use would be vellum. I would back it with vellum, and then you could use a tea light. Of course, it wouldn't be a shaker element because you couldn't see through. But if you're wanting to make lighting elements or decorations, I would definitely use vellum, or you could use acetate. So just putting that out there. So we're going to go ahead, put some glue. I like to put my decorations on first like this. Now, if I were actually doing the flowers, come on, there we go. I would completely assemble the lantern, and then I would put the flowers on when I'm done. But elements like this, I'm definitely going to put on while all the sides are flat. So I really wish I could have found some of my fall papers, but it is what it is. And again, it's not going to look like perfect because where I have my vellum at, that drawer is blocked. Otherwise, I would have cut the vellum out to hide the lantern, you know, hide the cutouts. But I wanted you to be able to see the cutouts. I do prefer glue to tape when I'm building 3D items. I just think it lasts more, especially here in Texas. Those of you here in Texas know what I'm talking about. Or Florida, basically areas that are humid. When you use even score tape or red line tape, the humidity is eventually going to take the bond away, if that makes sense, and your items will fall apart. So those of you from Texas, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Or those you gals that I know are watching from Florida, same deal. You know, the humidity can really wreak havoc on your projects. So there's that. And then, like I said, and these, when you cut these out, don't throw these away. These make really good, like, layering elements for sentiments and stuff on your cards. So I would hold on to those depending on the colors. Here, I could have cut this out and made it like a lantern area up top as well, but I didn't feel like it. We're just gonna use this and get some two-tone effects on top. I'm trying to do this without making a mess. And of course, this, you know, would be really difficult if you were trying to do it already put together. And again, I do apologize that this isn't anything elaborate. It would have taken a little, this video would have been much longer if I had actually videoed the whole process of running it through, you know, the Gemini. And I mean, I'm sure some of y'all wouldn't have minded that, but then I do have viewers that they make it clear they don't like the long videos. So, and art glitter glue is a pretty strong glue, so that's why I'm not really going thick with it. Just little dots is plenty. Before I used art glitter glue, this was my glue of choice, the Scotch Quick Dry. You can find it at Michael's and Hobby Lobby, but if you do, I would definitely use a coupon because they're kind of pricey. Still not as expensive as the art glitter glue, but the art glitter glue is worth every single penny. I love it. Now, my friend P has kind of turned me on to some new liquid adhesive that she's using that I am gonna give it a try. So when I do order it, I will let you know my thoughts. So there's that. All right, so we're gonna start putting this together. What I would do, so again, we're doing a four-sided, so here's our base. The base I'm putting on last, all right? So we're gonna start here. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Okay, and I'm gonna put it there on the side. It's gonna feel a little weird just because you have corners that are fighting you, but it'll go together real nicely. Here I am. I have to get a new video card. I'm looking for a video capture card so that I can set up my actual camcorder so I can get you guys better and wider shots. Honestly, I don't think doing this with a camera phone camera is ideal. Okay. So there we go. We have all those sides together. Now, I personally, when I do projects like this, do not fully assemble like all the way around. So we're going to work our top now of the lantern. So we have this little piece here. I'm going to put a little dab of glue, and it's going to go on the inside of that piece. If you're into like SVG cuts, like you have your Cricut, you have a Cameo, I'll be honest, I've never really used SVG cuts with my scan and cut, but I believe you can do it. My favorite company to get my SVG files is svgcuts.com, and she makes the most beautiful, most elaborate cut files I have seen on the market, hands down. The other company I would go to is Dreaming Tree. And the funny thing about these two companies is SVG Cuts is owned, they were a husband and wife team. Now they've gotten divorced, and Leo, and I don't know why I can't think of her name at the moment, She was the designer. He was kind of like the tech side of, she did all the design work in Silhouette and the other companies. He did all like the digital video part of it. Anyway, they got divorced and he started a company called Dreaming Tree. And Dreaming Tree is a I mean, they put out quality cut files too, but I still think hands down svgcuts.com, their cut files are hands down the best. Of course, that's my personal opinion. I do like I said, I do like the files that come out from Dreaming Tree. They are very different. So if you want to go check them out, go check them out. svgcuts.com and Dreaming Tree. I really think you'll enjoy them. That's where I get a lot. When I say I like 3D art, that is where I get my cut files, and to do like my buildings and my Ferris wheel and carousel. Which I'll point out in a video when I'm doing. See, I mean, it's actually going together pretty well. See how the dimension it's creating? I love stuff like this. And this would be really neat if I'd actually cut the top out and backed it with vellum and then put the detailed cutout there. I don't know why I can't think of the word I want to use, but oh well. So don't be afraid to do stuff like this. It's very easy. You just need patience. Don't rush it. Again, the glue can get a little messy, but again, it is going to be much sturdier and last so much longer. Okay, now we're going to do the top here. Notice I still have not closed this side of the lantern. All right, so we're going to come here. We're going to put just a little dab of glue. And the way this cut file was, this die was made, and what I've seen in the YouTube videos from Tonic, there is, come here, you can put a handle on it up top, you can put ribbon up there to, you know, to close it off however you want. Again, I'm just doing this so that you guys can see how it goes together and what it actually looks like, instead of me just showing you, oh, look at the dies I got. Because I know I do that a lot. I don't demo a lot, which, you know, it's not intentional. However, I'm one of those people that I don't like to craft when there's a mess. And we know that my craft room has been a hot mess forever. And it's been a very slow and painful process of getting it put back together and functional. So, all right. So now we are to the part where we're going to close this up. Again, this is a sample. That's why I'm not, I mean, I'll kind of pop it in there for you to get an idea. You could use, if I were actually making this to give as a gift, I'd probably only put one of these windows in, and then I would either do just acetate or vellum on the other windows, because, I mean, there's only 10 of these, and it's kind of expensive, I think, to replace them. So just giving you an idea of what it can look like. These would be really fun to do for Halloween, Christmas, you know, making pretty lanterns, and put little battery operated candles that you can get at the Dollar Tree to, you know, decorate your tables for the holidays. There, see how easy that's going together? I think my son's wanting to... Here I am, I said how easy it's going together, and I just pulled it apart. Again, this is just one of those things, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of it. To me, it's like quilting. A lot of people are terrified to quilt. I actually find quilting relaxing, but it's one of those hobbies that, again, I want a perfectly clean workspace, and lots of space because I have everything laid out. Okay, so there we go on to the last little piece here before we go to put the bottom on. There we go. As we can see, it actually went together very quickly. To me, these projects, the hardest part is the cutting out. I honestly hate having to do the die cutting part. It gets aggravating for me. The piecing together is relaxing. I enjoy it. So, I'll get in there and use my bone folder. It's a little awkward space there. Okay, so it looks really nice, you know, so far. Again, it would look better if I put vellum in, but again, I can't get to that. So here, some people would probably drop this on the inside. Me, I would put it on the bottom so you have a finished look. And so what we're going to do is we are going to put our glue on. Come on. All right. I love textured cardstock. I think it is just looks so much nicer than plain cardstock. I do like the plain cardstock for sentiments, but that's about it. I just think that layered or textured cardstock looks much nicer. And of course, since I don't have the windows in here, it's a lot easier. But with the windows in, what I would have done is I would have taken, now this is a Teflon bone folder, so I would have come in through the top and kind of pressed down so that I get a good, just, you know, adhesion of the glue. And there it goes. And it's being a little stubborn, but clean this off. Come on. And stick cut in there. And then remember, that is art glitter glue. It's not Scotch. However, I you know, I used Scotch for a long time and it held up really well, but I do love the art glitter glue. So anyway, guys, there is the lantern. I mean, you could still put it together if you wanted. Put the window on and then put a different cut a different piece to layer over the top to cover it. If you want to do it that way. Again, it's not the best tutorial, but you did want to see it assembled. And again, this is the 4 sides, so it can be even bigger if we added a 5th side on and made it a pentagon, or you could just make, we could have just made it a 3-sided lantern. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. With that, I am going to start getting ready for bed, because I have a lot to catch up on when I go back to work since I left sick Thursday and was out Friday. So yeah, y'all have a great night. Love you guys to pieces. And as always, happy crafting. Bye-bye. Oh, real quick. Miss Susan, your card is too darn adorable. The sequins on the body of the owl is priceless. And then all the feathers to make the wings. I just love her. She's going to sit up on the desk and I'm just going to adore her. So thank you so much, Susan. I love it, love it, love it. For those who are curious, she sent me this card when she helped me get the mini evolution die cut machine. And this cute card was inside. So again, guys, love you guys to pieces. Happy crafting. Bye-bye.